What's up everyone, Jack, Black Bear Crypto. Today we have a fresh install of Ubuntu LTS and we're going to be making another attempt at building a testnet relay node using the CoinCashew guide. Once the node is up, we then plan to mint testnet tokens and NFTs into a testnet Daedalus wallet. I don't know if we'll get into all that today. There will be some troubleshooting to do, I'm sure. As I discussed in my prior stream, I have built multiple relay nodes in the past on the Cardano mainnet. I have also successfully minted keyring. Let's see here. Something popped up and made me think the stream had stopped, but it hadn't. Here, let me change the song. This song is freaking me out. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the Black Bear Crypto song. Here it is, Glitch in Reality. This one's good. All right, so as I was saying, we're going to be building. In fact, let me turn the audio down a little bit here. So, as I was saying, there will be some troubleshooting to do. There always is when it comes to building any type of server or node. So I appreciate you guys being patient while I work through some of the issues that we will no doubt encounter. But the point of this stream is to set up a testnet relay node, mint testnet tokens into a testnet Daedalus wallet. So let's jump right into it here. Clear out the terminal. And this is the CoinCashew guide. Man, the music still seems too loud to me. Here. Let me know in the comments section if the music is too loud. All right. So this is the CoinCashew guide. It's what I use when setting up my Cardano stake pool initially. It teaches you how to create a relay node, create a block producer node, and configure your air-gapped offline machine so that way you can actually start and register your Cardano stake pool. But for the point of this video, we're only going to be using bits and pieces of the commands in this guide to set up a relay node. So, oh, thanks for tuning in, Red Llama. Can't hear the music. Okay. I think we should be good then. Yeah, it's the mixer, the audio mixer on OBS, and then getting that correct in proportion to the volume on my end, it's a little bit to manage. So I think we figured it out now, which is good. So thank you, Marie. Let's see. So let's get started here. We need to install Cabal. These first few commands are pretty quick, and then some of the later ones take a little while, so we'll talk about some other stuff during some of this loading time. Usually doesn't take that long. I wanted to pull up the Cardano Roadmap. We talked a little bit about it last time. Cardano Roadmap. Sometimes I forget how long these take. I've built like 5 nodes before, but and then this, so all these links will be included in the description box below to the CoinCashew guide, this developer's Cardano guide on how to mint tokens, and then the testnet Daedalus wallet, which I have not successfully installed so far. So we'll see how that goes. Because when I click this, it downloads a text file where some of it looks like it's commands, but some of it doesn't. So I don't know if there's something I need to do to like decode whatever's in this file and get it installed, but we'll take a deeper dive into that later on. What's up, MC? Thanks for tuning in, man. Let's go ahead and paste that next command in there. We did both the upgrade and the update, right? Sometimes I forget and I need to go back constantly and make sure. It's like when you drive away from your house and you're like, oh crap, did I put the garage door down? It's kind of like that thing with programming. So we'll double check here. So what we can do is we can press the W key or the up key on in the terminal here. We can see the last command that we put in. So the last command was this one. Now we can see, yes, we did do upgrade, and before that we did update. So perfect. We are in good shape so far. MC, you ever programmed any nodes or any servers before? What is your area of expertise? Because I can't look at your profile right now, but it looks like you have some type of terminal text that's in your profile picture. But I could be wrong. It's just like a miniature picture, so maybe that's not what it is. Okay, so we installed libsodium. Let's make sure we don't miss that testnet command this time, because that is what I think messed us up last time. This one takes a little while. Where is that testnet command? It's coming up right here, right? Oh yeah, okay. So what I didn't do last time is I didn't run this command initially to set the node _config to testnet rather than mainnet. So I built everything on mainnet. Just a moment here, you guys. All right. So this one takes a while. Let's take a look at the Cardano roadmap now, because I was a little scrambled when I was talking about this in the first stream. So I really wanted to break down every subsection of this to kind of just talk about them in a little greater detail than I did last time. So with Byron, that was of course the foundation of Cardano back in 2017. Well, in 2015 is I think when they initially started developing it, and in 2017 was the launch. Looks like it was September 2017. Let's jump back here and put in the next command so we're not wasting time. Here, install GHC. I'm in the Matrix. Programming honestly makes you feel that way sometimes, when in reality, all I'm doing right now is copy pasting, and then like you run into a problem and you need to like work to solve it. Initially setting up a stake pool for me took about probably 100 hours of learning in order to successfully register my stake pool and like be confident in knowing how to operate it. There's new things that you learn every day when doing this. It's a very deep subject to go into. So I feel like I've really only cracked the surface when it comes to running nodes, running servers, doing blockchain administration, that type of stuff. So I'm really excited to go as deep in this topic as I can. So, okay, I just installed GHC, right? GHC setup. I'm telling you guys, I forget this all the time. Let me see. Do I need to set this up differently? I think I do. Following command. So I think I just replaced this bottom part, right? Let's bring up a text file. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's unclear whether or not, I don't think it will make too much of a difference, but let's see. So if we paste that down, it's the same thing except it's just set to testnet. So I presume I don't even need to punch this command in first and then punch that one in. I don't know. All right, let's give it a shot. See what happens. Seemed to work. So now we gotta copy this down, make sure we don't lose this, because that is gonna replace anywhere where it says mainnet. Or not necessarily anywhere that says mainnet, anywhere that says this, dash dash mainnet with the testnet magic one. So this is just, this next command is just verifying that we punched in everything correctly. Here we go. Let's see here. Hope you're having a good day at work, Red Llama. Thanks for tuning in and listening and chatting when you can. I appreciate it. So building the node from the source code now. My knowledge on this stuff, I still feel like is very, very surface level. Like when I first started doing this stuff, it was, again, just copy pasting in the terminal and then like hours of bashing my head in the wall trying to figure out like how I got the command wrong, and then figuring it out and being like, wow, I'm so dumb. Like I could have done that in like 2 minutes. Did I do this right? I don't think I've seen this text before. Maybe it's a testnet thing, or I'm just going crazy. Detached head state, you can look around. Okay, I think that's actually what we want. Build a node from the source code. We did that. That was our last command, right? I think. Yeah. As you learn, we learn. Yeah. That's sort of what's happening here. Just try to figure it out, and you know, hopefully it's somewhat entertaining for you guys. As I said, my eventual goal with this stuff is to be able to, I mean, there's many goals that I have, but one that we have really set in our sights right now is creating an automated script for token distribution for the governance token that my stake pool has. So we're trying to find a way that we can intake somebody's Cardano, automatically calculate the minimum transaction fee, send back the remaining Cardano with the governance token on top of that. So that's sort of the main purpose why we're setting up Testnet right now. Not only to like mint tokens and kind of to demonstrate how to do this stuff, but also because we want to experiment and kind of further our understanding of the topic. And also, you know, go deeper into programming these things, and hopefully when we develop some of these projects on chain, if they're successful, then open sourcing that to the community can be a really effective way to help bolster blockchain growth. So we want to, whenever we go into a blockchain, it's not only like a do no harm philosophy where we're not going to be like multi-pooling and like being bad actors on chain. We want to be people that are developing stuff on chain to help grow the blockchain that we're invested in. So if we can grow with the blockchain, that's sort of our main goal. And I think that's how the funds and the pools and the stuff that we're running are going to be the most effective and expand the biggest, is by, again, exhibiting good behavior on the blockchains that we are investing in. So, all right, so this is going to take a while. Let's go back to the roadmap. So we were just starting with Byron Foundation 2017. The next is Shelley, the decentralization. So Shelley didn't happen until July 2020, I believe. Let me just make sure of that. I don't think it gives a date on here. When was Shelley update Cardano? I believe it was July of 2020. Oh crap, I need to restart. That is annoying. Sometimes CoinCashew does that to the browser. Let's go ahead and just give her a restart here. That means I need to stop the music too. Bummer. Here, let's get the music back up and running, which by the way is Whitepaper Audio. This guy does a lot of synthwave, non-copyright music. Really enjoy his stuff. It's, I think I said earlier in this live stream that his, right here, the Glitch in Reality song is the Black Bear Crypto intro song. So he makes some pretty cool stuff. So go check him out if you're looking for some non-copyright synth music. Synthwave, I should say. Let's go ahead and minimize that window, get our guide back here, get our stuff back. And what we're looking at, we're looking at the roadmap. Cardano Roadmap, and then Cardano Shelley update. Man, I can't believe I remembered all that. Let's see. I thought it was complete the hard fork until 29th July. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So that did happen in July 2020. And what that did, the Shelley update did, is it immediately made Cardano the most decentralized blockchain in crypto, because immediately there was a community of not only pool operators, but a sub-community of single pool operators, people going up against the Binances, people going up against the exchange, I guess the exchange staking programs to try to compete with them. And I think I showed this in my last stream, but the adapools.org page does a really good job of breaking down the distribution of stake pools in comparison to Binance. If you look here, single pool operators, oh wow, they actually jumped up. Now single pool operators make up 20% of the blockchain. I wonder if we owe that to the SundaeSwap ISPO. I wonder if we owe that to SundaeSwap. I'm not sure. Binance has actually lost market share, so that's a really good sign. But this is something that you don't have on a lot of blockchains. If you look at Ravencoin, for instance, and I love Ravencoin, the open sourceness, the community aspect, it's great. But they don't have single pool operators because all the pool operators are closed sourcing their code. So anybody running a mining pool doesn't have any incentive to open source their mining pool code and to have other people running pools. It's just expected that you're going to be competitive. But with Cardano, the development team has the capital to develop and open source these projects. I'm pretty sure the person who put together this CoinCashew guide that has helped probably hundreds, if not thousands of pool operators set up their initial stake pool. As I was saying, I'm pretty sure this was the Cardano developers who funded this project. I don't know that for sure. It could just be a stake pool, but it's not clear that any one stake pool is behind this. It looks like it's part of the foundation, or at least some type of partnership with Cardano. Now, I don't know. If somebody knows, let me know in the comment section below. But I think CoinCashew is in some way affiliated with the foundation. So let's find our spot again here before we go on any further. Where were we? We're resolving dependencies. I don't think we had built the node yet. I think we had just installed GHC. I think we're configuring the build options. So this usually takes a while. What were we going to look at? Going back to the, let's close out of some of these tabs. Going back to Shelley here, this immediately caused Cardano to be, of course, as soon as I start talking, the command finishes up. Okay, we'll jump back to that in a second. So let's, again, make sure, yeah, it was GHC that we were installing. So I believe the longest command is GHC, is this install, and then this one should be our last big, long install here before we get the node up and running. Fingers crossed. Never ran a testnet node before, but I've set up 4 or 5 relay nodes on the Cardano mainnet, and I've minted mainnet tokens into a mainnet Daedalus wallet. So theoretically, this should be no problem for me. I should just be able to switch the terms mainnet for testnet, and then I can do the same thing. But theoretically, we'll see. I'm sure there'll be some problems that I need to solve. All right, jumping back to dear old Shelley here. July 2020 is when it launched, 3 years after the foundation in Byron. the immediately caused Cardano to become super decentralized, still is decentralized to this day, probably the most decentralized blockchain in crypto still. In fact, let me get a credible source for that. Cardano, most decentralized blockchain. I'm sure there's a few outlets saying that. Crypto Slate becomes the most decentralized network, become the most decentralized. I mean, there's quite a few sources saying it. I guess you could probably make an argument for some of these other chains. I mean, I don't think, in comparison with Ethereum, Cardano blows it away in terms of decentralization. Bitcoin, I actually don't, I haven't taken a super deep dive into Bitcoin mining and like who controls, like what the percentages are like, but I would imagine that there's some really giant Bitcoin mining farms that make up a decent amount of the market share. I don't think I'm going to take a deep dive into that now. Let me take a look. Bitcoin, I don't even know what I'd look up. Bitcoin mining market share. So I guess I'll plead ignorance with Bitcoin because I don't even want to jump into that now. But I don't think there's another blockchain, at least major blockchain, that competes with Cardano in terms of its decentralization. I think it is easily the most decentralized blockchain that I know of personally. Moving on to smart contracts, these were released in Goguen, which was, I don't know exactly when that was launched, but it was very shortly after Shelley. And this allowed for project developers to come in and start developing like DAOs, decentralized apps, smart contract protocols. So this was really beneficial to the scaling, or I guess I wouldn't say the scaling per se, but it helped grow the blockchain because there was so much development happening on top of what had already been built. The next one is the scaling update, which hasn't occurred yet, Basho, and Cardano is experiencing some scaling growing pains, I would say right now. I think most people would agree that, or most Cardano enthusiasts would agree that the scaling or the network congestion is the biggest issue that Cardano is facing right now. It's not game breaking, but sometimes I've sent Cardano from like my Yori wallet to a Daedalus or to a new payment address on one of my relays, and it can take up to 20 or 30 minutes for that transaction to actually get there, and it can be very frustrating when you're trying to do work on chain. But again, the transactions do go through, the network's still decentralized, the transaction fees are still low, so I think, and it's good to see that Basho is kind of the next step in the chain where they were already planning to have these things happen, that they would need scaling upgrades. So they have that put into place, and it's clear that the development team is working on solving some of those problems. And then Voltaire is the next one. So that's governance, and this is kind of mirrors exactly what we're trying to do with our stake pool, MBX stake pool, is basically DAOify the entire Cardano blockchain, where it's completely autonomously run, and if users want upgrades, they can vote on that using the voting rights that are inherent by holding or staking Cardano. So if you hold Cardano, you will have a vote, or you already do have a vote in Cardano improvement proposals or CIPs. CIP 23 is one that we should check out later in this live stream in particular. But so basically what Cardano is trying to do here is hand their blockchain off from holding it from any sort of centralization, even in terms of development or the Cardano Foundation. They are giving it to the users, or giving it up to be run completely by people who hold or who are invested in the network. So a very interesting concept, and again, it kind of mirrors what we're trying to do with our stake pool. We're creating a governance token to give users a vote in the future of the pool itself. Any fees or margin or any changes that we were to make or upgrades to hardware, users will be able to vote on ways that our fees are to be used. So we're trying to do, I don't think we were necessarily copying this idea, but it's interesting that both sort of mirror each other. I don't know what the blockchain's voting system will be, but we have a quadratic voting system. In fact, let me go over to mainblockchain.com to show you our white paper. So the white paper is up here. And we can see that we have a quadratic voting system. If you have any questions about this, you can reach out to me or my partners over at DeFi Strategies. They'll help break some of this complex math down for you. But basically what it does is it allows, like if somebody, let me find words to explain it. So it's really not that hard of a concept to comprehend. So I don't know why I'm struggling to find words for it, but if there's a wallet that has 100,000 tokens in it versus 10 wallets that have 10,000 tokens in them each, the 10 wallets that have 10,000 tokens each are going to have more sway than one wallet with 100,000 tokens in it. So it sort of breaks down the structure of power that way and gives it to the smaller investors more so than the larger investors. But it's not so significant of a sway that, like, if you were a larger investor, you would be like really disincentivized to invest in the token because you'd still be given voting rights. It just would be slightly less than the voting rights provided by if the tokens were stratified into like 10 different wallets. And all of this is public on chain. So if we distribute tokens to your wallet and you're sending them out to like 10 different wallets, we can track that. So just for anybody thinking about that issue, we can track somebody trying to game the system, trying to game the voting system. So here, I'm gonna go get some more water, guys. I'll be right back. We also made this cool tool that we're thinking about open sourcing. It's just an HTML script that you can click through to learn how to delegate Cardano for people who are new to the platform. Anybody who's ever staked Cardano will know how to stake it again. Using Yori, it's super, super easy. Just the Yori mobile app. Just download an app on your phone, send Cardano to it, and then you search a pool to delegate to and hit the delegate button and you're good to go. Desktop is a little bit harder because you need a computer that has 16 gigabytes of RAM because you're actually running your own node when you start with the Daedalus wallet. You're running a full node, so you need to download the entire blockchain, which has its advantages, but at the same time, Yori is so much more user-friendly for somebody who doesn't want or have the computing capacity to run the Daedalus wallet. All right, so enough about that. What do we want to talk about next? Well, we talked about the roadmap already. What else could we look at, guys? I think this will be done pretty shortly here, so we'll be back to programming in a minute. But in the meantime, what do we want to take a look at? So we got Cardano news. See if there's anything that I don't know about. Cardano Polkadot ETPs hit Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Is that like an ETF in America? What is an ETP? Let's find that out. Exchange traded product. Interesting. Exchange traded product is a regularly priced security which trades during the day on a national stock exchange. It's just a security. So Cardano is now a security on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. And where is Frankfurt? Is that in Germany, or am I mistaken about that? I think it's a Switzerland right there, but that sounds like a German name. Yeah, it is in Germany. So they're trading Cardano ETFs in Germany. Can we get in on that? Can the New York Stock Exchange please get with the times and have a Bitcoin ETF or Cardano ETF and an Ethereum ETF? Like, if you want these things to be regulated, then make it into an ETF. I don't understand. But the real purpose that they're not allowing it to become an ETF is because there is private interest in cryptocurrency not taking off. So by creating an ETF, people are going to be more confident investing in crypto. So some of these lawmakers don't want to do that because they don't want crypto to take off. Why they don't want crypto to take off? Well, there's many reasons that could be the case. Part of it is definitely the decentralization and the fact that lawmakers don't have any real control over a blockchain, other than banning it or telling people they shouldn't be able to, or that they can't use it, which China has done multiple times. We know why they're doing it, because they want to maintain control over everything. So is it monetary interest? I don't know. I don't necessarily think so. I think it really just comes down to control. And that governments don't have control over cryptocurrency. So there's some malicious actors who want to strike it down when there's really no just cause for it. They say things like, what do they say? Like, oh, it's used for crimes. Just like the stupidest argument. Think about how many US dollars have been used to carry out crimes throughout the decades. I mean, come on. Not just US dollars, dollars in general. So it's just kind of a weak argument to say like, oh, it could be used for crimes and we'd have no recourse for it. Well, I guess that's fair, but you can also track transactions on chain. I guess not with Monero. Monero is a privacy coin. I don't know exactly what Monero does to be considered a privacy coin. Do any of you guys know that? Like, what is it about Monero specifically that sets it apart from like Bitcoin or Ethereum? Is it untraceable? Like, do they not have tools where people can track the different transactions on chain? Or do they like encrypt it in some way? I really don't know. I know Cardano's not a privacy coin. At least I don't think so. Let's look that up. What is a privacy coin? Privacy coins are cryptocurrencies that preserve anonymity by obscuring the flow of money across their networks. They make it difficult to work out who sent what to whom, which is useful if you don't want anyone snooping on your financial activity. Okay. So they do that. It sounds like they do encrypt or like scramble the transactions on chain, so it makes it hard for people to track them. Is that bad? I mean, I guess not necessarily when there's malicious actors that are trying to track your transactions. And by malicious actors, I mean government actors. Not saying like the IRS is the enemy or anything like that. Maybe they are. I don't know. But like other government organizations and, you know, in more corrupt governments, I'll say, that are trying to like track your transactions. Like if there's like a government or like Central America or like China even, like, and you know that like the Chinese government knows your wallet address and they're gonna track whatever transactions you send So like whatever exchanges you send them to, or if you send them to another person, they'll like track down and try to find who that other wallet address is. I don't know. But I guess privacy coins do have their place. But it does seem like they could be used. Like I kind of understand why governments wouldn't want privacy coins necessarily, or that there would need to be a larger conversation about that. But like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano, where like you can track the transactions all over the chain, why would you keep that illegal? You can track everything. I guess it's because like you can create a wallet and like nobody knows who created that wallet. So like with your bank accounts and stuff like that, the IRS can kind of track that. But even then, I don't know. It's not like, at least they're trying to kind of work into everybody's bank account. I know there was a law about that. It was like any transactions over $500 like needed to be reported to the government or something like that. Anybody remember that news? Am I just not getting chat messages, or here, let's find out. I'm gonna drag this off screen. Okay. I am just not, nobody's chatting. Okay, that makes sense. I was like making sure there wasn't a glitch in there. So let's look up I think it was $500 bank transaction. $600? $600? It was like over a certain amount needed to be reported. Yeah, Biden administration backed down on a proposal to collect banking information on accounts with transactions over $600 per year. Yeah, that's pretty invasive. That's pretty invasive. That probably violates, what is it, the 4th or 5th Amendment? No unlawful searches or seizures. I don't know. So like a wallet, like having a crypto wallet is basically the same thing as having a bank account. But it's like your own personal bank, like it's like decentralized. So instead of like putting your money in Bank of America, you're putting your money in Bitcoin. You're counting on Bitcoin to remain secure and to hold your funds more effectively and beat interest more effectively than you are Bank of America with holding, like giving you 0.03% per year in your savings account. So, and I mean, it just makes sense to me. So, but I guess my point with that is like the government doesn't already have access to your bank account. At least I don't, not publicly. Like they're trying to get access to your bank account, but like they don't have access to your bank account right now, or your transactions, at least under a certain amount. So like, what's the deal with like Bitcoin? Why can't you? I guess it would be hard to regulate transactions over a certain amount with Bitcoin. Oh, no problem, MC. I appreciate you just staying tuned in. This node is taking a while to build. You know, Charles Hoskinson was talking about the other day. Let me see. Hoskinson. There was some proposal that he was talking about implementing where stake pools could combine with one another to like form basically like what a mining pool is, but like you can't use the same term pool. You're like combining pools together. So if you had like my pool combined with like another stake pool, or like 10 other stake pools, that would be a stake pool. So it'd be a pool of stake pools. So that was an interesting concept that he was talking about. And then he was also discussing I wish I could pull up like a, thanks Llama, it's White Bat Audio on YouTube. Here, let me pull him up. But Hoskinson was talking about how, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, stake pool operators would be allowed to blacklist delegators from the United States to avoid US tax law. It's so crazy that they would need to take that step. Like, the US crypto laws just suck. They're like not good. They're like not good. I think the Swiss crypto laws are really strong. Like, not strong. They're like lenient. They're good. They're like pretty free. Let's see, Swiss crypto laws. There are no restrictions on buying such selling cryptocurrencies or using them to pay for goods or services. No special auth is needed. However, trading in these currencies requires a special authorization or license issues with the Swiss market. So you do need trading them. Okay. So you can buy them, you can sell them, and you can trade them for goods or services. But like trading them like one crypto for another to like be an exchange does require a special authorization license. That makes sense to me. I might have to move to Switzerland. Or set up our business in the Caymans. The Cayman Islands. Even though the Cayman Islands sound sketchy, it's like the US crypto laws make no sense. Or I guess they do make sense if you recognize the amount of corruption. In the management of US law, but come on, Node, you can do it. You're almost done. What else should we look at, guys? We watched part of the whiteboard video last time. Just look at the price of Cardano on CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap is my favorite site for checking out the price of any cryptocurrency because they break it down really easy for you. They have the market cap here, then the fully diluted market cap. And they have the nice graph for you. You can choose basically any that you want. Some of these graphs that you pull up, they don't have like the all graph or they don't have the year to date. CoinMarketCap has everything. Am I getting an ad on the music? I think I am. Get that out of here. Man. I started investing in Cardano, I think when it was like 50 cents. I didn't go like super heavy into it. I was like just sort of still learning about crypto at that point. And I saw this talk with the CEO of the Cardano Foundation. It wasn't Hoskinson, it was another guy. Forget his name. Let's find out. Yeah, this guy, Frederick Gregard. Let's see a picture of him. This is the guy I was thinking of, right? Yeah, this is the guy I was thinking of. So I was watching a talk with him, and he was talking about Cardano and all the good things that could come of it. And I like the idea of like a blockchain and like having these foundations kind of spreading off of it, and like having like a real CEO, not just like Charles, like the lead developer of the project, but actually having like kind of like a spokesperson It seemed really like professional to me, and honestly, that's what made me buy my initial. I think I only bought like maybe a couple $100 of Cardano, and now that I know more about the blockchain, I'm like, this is a good one. There's a lot of good growth factors. I mean, we still got 2 of these updates to go: the scaling and the governance. I think it's really, and like all these smart contracts are getting developed on chain too. And once some of these finalize, get some more bridges built between like the Ethereum smart contracts and the Cardano smart contracts. I mean, I think Cardano could really take off. It's only about $50 billion market cap right now. Yeah, 36 billion market cap, fully diluted 49. I mean, I could see this catching up with Ethereum, and Ethereum's at, let's check out Ethereum's market cap. Yeah, 360. I mean, I think the price of Cardano could really go up a lot. I think it could probably get to reasonably $8 to $10 in the next 36 to 48 months. Not financial advice, but just my thought and opinion. Yeah, I really believe in this network. And of course, that will depend on what happens with the economy in general, because Lord knows the economy is not doing so hot right now. Okay, so it looks like we finished up building the node. Let's finish up the configuration bits. So we're copying these to our user local bin. So let's see, let's find that. User local bin. Yep. So now we have the Cardano node and the Cardano CLI binaries moved to the user local bin. And what that means is that they're basically like ingrained into the computer. Like we can use whatever commands we want to like have control over them. So let's verify the versions. What's up, Bible? That was a lot of fun building that computer with you the other day. If you guys haven't checked out the new short that I put up last night, go check it out, give it a thumbs up. I think it turned out pretty well. I'm surprised the algorithm hasn't taken it more than it has already, but the algorithm is temperamental. Sometimes you don't hit it right off the bat, and then they throw you in there a month down the line, and then your video blows up. It's weird. I don't think it can just be an algorithm. I think there is some manual components to it. I think people like sift through content and like decide, okay, we're gonna throw you in this algorithm for like an hour or something. See how many thumbs up you get. That's your haircut. Thanks, dude. You just get the world record for level runs, dude. You're gonna be like one of the top 10. I mean, are you like the number? Wait, world record for level runs. So does that mean that you got the, like you get the highest level ever? Or like, explain to me what that means. Red Llama wants to show me a video. Let's see what this is. Oh, he linked my, okay, that makes sense. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. Although now my chat box is turned into a YouTube screen. How do I get out of this? Here, I'm gonna X out of chat and then see if I can get it back up again. Tools, right? Docs, chat, there it is. Okay, love OBS. Yeah, thank you, Red Llama. I appreciate that. Marie, how's the pool been doing? Are there any updates? Yeah, so the pool's doing great. We're running off 3 relay nodes now. I took down one of them. It was being too finicky with us, and it wasn't worth troubleshooting since we had a bunch of nodes up anyways. So we have 2 local relays now. One out in Germany, German data center. We're using Secure Shell to connect to that one. That way we can take advantage of all the block production going on over there in Berlin. So that's what's going on with the relays. We just hit our second block ever, which is really exciting. Let's take a look at our pool on ADA pools. I think we'll be able to see it. Yep, there it is. So lifetime blocks is 2. That lifetime luck after this epoch is going to go up a bunch from where it is 138. I think it's going to go up to, I think it's going to double. So you can see we're minting the block here. Looks like we just got a little more delegation. We were at 214, now we're up to 216. Somebody's averaging in to our pool. I love it. Really appreciate any of you out there who are delegating to MBX Stake Pool. Does support me doing what I do here, and I honestly think that project is going to go really well over the long term. We have the minimum fees, or the minimum fixed cost, minimum margin already, and then we're doing a profit sharing token with our delegators as well. Like it's going to be a governance token, so we'll give you a vote in the future of our pool, but we'll also buy it back in exchange for additional Cardano if that's something that you're interested in. So that's how the pool's going. And let's see, Bible, you said there are different categories for Vampire Survivor runs. Highest level, most gold, longest survive time, most kills. I just got the highest level in any map by 8 levels. Wow. That's sick. So you're actually the #1 player in Vampire Survivors right now. Bible Evolved is the #1 Vampire Survivors player in the entire world. That's incredible. Congratulations, Ben. Congratulations. I was thinking about starting to play that game too, actually. I put a poll out. Actually, before I continue, let's see how that poll's doing. Yeah, I'm going to drag this off screen just to make sure I don't show anything that I shouldn't. Oh yeah, guys, so I've only gotten 2 votes so far. Please participate in this poll. Let me know if you want me to just stick to crypto content, or if you don't mind me posting gaming content on this channel as well. Because that's something that I was thinking about doing, is starting to play a little bit of Vampire Survivors. I've been playing some Halo Infinite. Might start uploading that footage, or just uploading that footage muted with a like a talk over for it. Because I'm kind of running out of stock footage or visuals to use as backgrounds. I've been reusing the same one numerous times throughout my videos. So for videos where I'm not camera facing, where I'm Bible says like he was yelling. Oh man, that is crazy. Oh, off the new dude. There's a new PC. There's a new PC. Oh, it's nothing. I just, Marie, I didn't want to show my login info if anything pulled up. So with this poll, yeah, please go vote on this poll. Let me know if you wouldn't mind some gaming content too, because I was thinking about getting into Vampire Survivors a little bit, getting into maybe doing a little Halo Infinite gameplay, or as I was saying, just having the footage muted while I do a voiceover on like crypto content. So if that's something that you're interested in, go over and vote in that poll. All right, let us continue now. So we just finished this command, right? Topology command. Yep. Let's go ahead and do this one. That's what I was thinking, MC. Also, like I could do a sub channel. So that's kind of the decision that I was torn between, whether I should do a sub channel like Black Bear Gaming, or if I should just keep everything under Black Bear Crypto. I'm not sure. I'm okay at Halo. Like I'm Diamond 6 right now. I'm trying to get to Onyx rank, but I'm also playing in the ranked arena bracket for both PC and controller users. So I guess keep that in mind. I'm pretty good at Halo, but I don't think I'm world class like you are with Vampire Survivors. Oh my god, dude. #1 Vampire Wait, were you doing that on stream? Were you on stream when you did that? Bible, I hope you were. That's really exciting. Okay. Because you should post that clip to YouTube as well. I bet that would blow up. Okay, so now it's time to configure the topology file of our relay. So here's another thing. Am I connecting to the main net, or am I connecting, like, should this be testnet here in the topology file? Because I haven't needed to paste that command anywhere. Let's see. I'm going to search for mainnet. We changed that one. This didn't need to be changed. Yeah, nothing needed to be changed yet, so I should be good. I just don't know about the topology here. And we're going to modify this file because I'm not pointing this towards a block producer. I'm just syncing to the mainnet. So here, let's punch that in here. I thought I copied that. What is going on? What's happening? That's not gonna work. Let's see. I don't think this, I think that is a valid JSON actually. Let's find out. Let's validate the JSON. I call this a JSON. It's really a JSON. I don't know. I have a friend named Jason. Maybe that's why I really say that. Dude, that's sick, Ben. That video might blow up. Let's see. Damn it. I think I need to go back through my old forum posts again. Feel free to stalk me on the Cardano forums if you want. I asked a lot of questions when I was first starting out, and I'm looking for the link to one guy who's responded to a lot of my inquiries, Alex D, 1985. This guy is the man. He's all over the forums helping people. Let's see. I'm looking for my activity. There it is. Okay. Okay, where is it? Here. Here's what he, there it is. Copy paste that. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And that's gonna be valid right there. Heck yeah. All right. Now that that's validated, we can go to, need to put that in, paste, and then ELF here. Let's copy that. This should work. Let's make sure it worked. Go to my node, topology JSON. Does it look broken? Oh, because it's configured to testnet. Okay, well that should work. Close without saving. Oh, I closed my text file too, but whatever, I shouldn't need it anymore. Create the startup scripts. Here we go. There's nothing that says main dash mainnet, is there? Dash port, dash host address, socket path, database path. I don't see one that says mainnet. Let's just search. Let's make sure there isn't one. I mean, there's that one right there, but if there's anything that we do about that. Yeah, none of that there. So let's go ahead and do the startup scripts. Paste that in there. We're getting close, guys. I'm getting close to seeing if this all worked. want to screw up anything here. What is going on? What is happening here? This is really weird. The terminal's broken. Yeah, see, sometimes stuff like this just happens. What are you gonna do about it? Let's think. Are we gonna close the terminal, open up a new one? Or is that gonna screw up something? I don't think it should screw up anything. We already built the node. The node's already built. Yeah, let's just close the terminal, create a new one. There's no processes active. Yeah, MC, I remember buying Mana or Decentraland at 45 cents and then selling it at $1. That one stings a little bit. I held a little bit of it through the pump, but not as much as I wish I did. As I learn more about like trading and cryptocurrency, more and more of my portfolio is being pushed into like long term. Like I'm not just investing in a blockchain and then like selling it when it goes up. I'm still doing a little bit of that, like averaging in, averaging out with some of my shares. But a lot of it is going into participating in the inflationary mechanisms or the DApps on chain. So I'm not just like buying it and selling it. It's like I'm gonna be in that cryptocurrency for like 3, 4, 5 years even before I start taking profits. So my perspective with investing has shifted to a much more longer term. It always was long term, but like as time goes on, it's getting even more so. Let's see, enable Cardano node. Did we do this right? Yeah, we did do this right. Right? Enable Cardano node. Okay, yeah, we did it. All right, let's start the node. See if this works. Let's track the journals. Hopefully not any failed to start any required subscriptions. Failed with result exit code. This is exactly what happened last time. Here, I'll be right back. Okay, why is main process exited? Okay, what I think I need to do Here, I think I'm gonna try this, and it might not work at all. But I'm gonna try configuring. What was the other thing? Here, let me close the terminal. Come on. Testnet. Wait a minute. What is that? That's not what we need. We'll find it. Here, run the following to modify mainnet.config. Like, why is it mainnet-config? Why is it not testnet? Like, do I need to update? Well, that's mainnet. That's afterwards, so that doesn't even matter. What am I looking for? There it is. Okay, my topology. Yeah, so I was just thinking if I change this to testnet, I mean, probably it will be the same effect, but we'll find out. I mean, it already says testnet here, so you'd think you wouldn't need to do that. I don't even need to pull up GLive. I just need to look at the journals. Yeah, it's failing with result exit code. I don't. Cardano node dash service. Huh. I think 6'2" or 6'3", Red Llama. I'm tall, but I'm not like a skyscraper. Looking at this terminal is like staring into the abyss. I have no idea why it's doing this, but I'm like trying to find out, like figure out why. Just rack my brains. Because this is exactly what happened last time. Is there anything else that says testnet? This is all later in the guide, so it shouldn't. There is none of this though. Like there is no dash mainnet. Maybe there is like way later on in the guide. That's for the block producer. This is all later on in the guide. I shouldn't need to look at this stuff. Like, I could do this on the main net, no problem. But because I'm trying to do it on the test net, I'm like, run into all these issues. What? Do I need to have, like, the block producer on testnet? I shouldn't. Okay, let's like take a look at this now. Let's take a deeper look at what's going on here. Trying to find that. There it is. Okay. Expecting object key at testnet.producers. Error. Failed reading satisfied. Expecting object key at testnet-producers. Testnet-producers. Testnet. Is this it? Testnet-producers. Is it in here? Testnet-produce. Okay, it's not in there. I'm gonna just look through all my files here. See if we can find something that says testnet-producers. I'm gonna change this back to mainnet. Because I don't know. The coin cashew doesn't say to change it, so presume that you don't need to. It's not in here, the testnet-producers thing. Find it in here. Oh Jesus, what are we gonna do? It does say testnet producers, right? That's where it's getting stopped. Testnet dash producers, or it's expecting testnet dash producers. Where? Cardano node run handle. Is your topology file formatted correctly? Expecting non-TPT topology file format. Non-peer-to-peer topology file format. The topology file, make sure you specified the correct topology file. Make sure that you correctly enable peer-to-peer connection. Flag. Error. Okay, so maybe let's restart the node. I want to see if that's the same thing that it gives. Where is it? Come on. Sorry, I get like really impatient when I'm programming. This is just, these problems are very frustrating sometimes. Let's take a look here. All right, let's see. It's the same thing. I'm doing this because I don't want it to scroll. Okay, so enable peer-to-peer configuration flag. Where's the peer-to-peer configuration flag? God. Not in there. Okay, I don't think it's in there. Here, P2, P, no. Here, I think it might be in here. True. Here's public root. I don't think I need to change any of those. Maybe I'm using the wrong port or valency. Let's look that up. Testnet, port, and valency. Let's look up configure testnet topology. Configuring network topology. Shelly testnet. I'm currently configuring my relay node and topologies. You find the latest configuration files in operational testnet and mainnet here. Okay, this looks promising. What? Where has this page been all my life? Okay. Config. Testnet. Wait, is this? Well, I think this should. It's not the config. It's the topology. There it is. Okay, testnet topology. Wait. Is this? I think we got it, guys. I think we got it. Okay. I think we figured out the issue. I want to make sure that I don't. Okay. Port 3001. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the... Oh my god. There it goes. Okay. Port 3001, valency 2. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, guys. Did I find the solution? Shit. Damn it! I really thought I had it there. Configuration, it's still saying configuration error. Expecting object to key testnet dash producers. Maybe I need one of these files in the... Maybe I should look for the keyword producer in these? Let's find out. Well, actually, no, we don't need... Expecting object key at testnet dash producers. Where is testnet dash producers? Is that in the expecting non-peer-to-peer topology file format? The port and valency. And my topology file is formatted correctly. We know that, right? Or is it making it act weird? Let's see if we can validate the JSON file. Oh, well, no shit. I don't know why that got in there. Maybe it was like trying to warn me that the thing was wrong. Okay, that's valid now. Alright. Try this again. Is it working? It's working. It's working! See, this is why I love doing this stuff. It's because you're like, I run into a problem, can't figure it out, can't figure it out, can't figure it out. Super frustrating, and then solved. And then you're like, okay, I'm never gonna forget that. And you've like learned a new skill. It's so fun. Oh, sorry, Red Llama. I shouldn't say that. Maybe your kids are around. I don't want to swear in front of them. All right, so that's loading. Now let's we'll pull up GLive so you guys can see. This is basically a thing that I'm downloading that will, it's like a display for the node, which will show like the in connections, the out connections, how synced it is to the blockchain. You'll be able to see everything there. So let's do that now. I don't have an env file. Can I use GLive on testnet? What do you do for work, Red Llama? Thanks for coming back, Bible. Actually, I'm gonna mod you up. Oh, I already have you modded. Okay, good. I'll summarize what I've done in just a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. All right. Engineering, you have that in common with mining office, Red Llama. You guys got the wrenches. So summarizing what I've done so far is I have successfully, or we just successfully got the relay node built and synced with the Cardano blockchain, or the Testnet blockchain. What we're trying to do now is get the GLiveView install working. And what GLiveView does is it's a display for the node, which tells you exactly what's going on chain and how the node is performing. So I'm trying to figure out how to set that up, but I don't have a env file, or at least it's saying that I don't. And I don't. Usually I'd have a file that says .env in this folder. So let me figure out exactly where that is and why that's not displaying. So env is supposed to be created when? It's cold keys and stuff. Modify the env with the update locations. Does this create the env file? Did I just mess something up initially? Maybe I did. Oh, it did. Okay, it created the env. Perfect. I think the command just didn't work the first time I put it in there. All right, get ready. Could not parse home Cardano miner. Oh, okay. Mainnet config. I think I set that to mainnet. Yeah, okay. Let's redo this. And we need to set this to testnet. Oops, didn't want another terminal, I wanted a text file. Let's open that up. Yeah, Llama, I also used to work for, well, I guess it's not super related, but I did like disability insurance. So I used to do like insurance claims, so I guess sort of relates to the medical industry. Let's see here. Okay, I think that worked this time. Come on, GLive. Show me something. Yeah, okay. So, this is the display that we're looking for. So you can see up top it says Relay Testnet, so that means we did it successfully. This is the latest version of the Cardano CLI. The foundation will occasionally release new versions of it. So when I first started setting up my stake pool, we were on 1.31. Now we're on 1.33, of course. And then eventually they'll release on a public GitHub, and I have an alert sent to my my email when they release a new CLI, and then I need to go through all my nodes and update them to that new CLI. It's not a big deal. There's not really like a big time constraint around it, but the earlier you can get those nodes updated, the more efficiently they'll run. How's the stream looking, guys? It looks like my bit rate is kind of going down a little bit. Hopefully not too bad. Showing red every now and then. It's mostly like yellow and orange. So this is looks like it's gonna take a while to sync. I would think that testnet would be faster. I thought it would sync like right away, but I guess it is really downloading the entire blockchain. This is syncing just as fast as a mainnet token. So I'm considering ending the stream here, but I'm not positive if I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll just like watch a video or something. I think it is gonna take a few hours actually for this to sync. I'm like just like looking at the syncing progress, and I think it is gonna take quite a while. Yeah, maybe I should drop the bitrate. I'm just using the one that like, when you open OBS, it's like supposed to automatically like figure out and like optimize your bitrate and resolution and stuff like that. But I'll try dropping it and see if that helps. Yeah, I do think I'm going to end the stream here just because this is going to take a long time to update. Next time I stream will probably be tomorrow, and this will be fully synced by then. At that time, we're going to try minting the tokens actually into a testnet Daedalus wallet. That's going to be a challenge because Daedalus here on the testnet looks a little difficult to set up, at least on Linux, because I was having some difficulty with it. Maybe I'll use a separate machine with Windows on it. I don't know yet. I'd like to set it up on Linux if I could, on the same computer that I'm minting the tokens from, but we'll see how that works out. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys next time.